D. Recorded Glare, this is Maniacal Incorporated, and welcome back to the look of confusion on my face, the sound of uncertainty in my voice. I may be on the right track to the achievement, but a lot further away from it than I was led to believe. It's possible that you can't, or that poor Michael Collins, he can't go any further, that this is as far as he can go, and that by accepting this position I will get an achievement. I won't get an achievement because I already have this achievement. It'll end the game, but it will not give me the corner office achievement, which is this one here. It's possible that the corner office achievement is only possible with the detective. I've seen various different... I searched for it on Reddit, and it said, Option 1, Glover and Glover. Now, it's possible that that's not actually true. So, man, this might all have been a waste. Not a waste. We've had fun. You've had fun listening to me being utterly and totally confused. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to make a bit of money. For the fun of it. I'm going to break down this lore. We're going to try and get into the next level of the woods. And then, one way or another, I'm going to end the game. More than likely by... accepting a permanent job here. Like I said, that might not be what I was actually after. So all you can do is kill hunters. I was going to see if I could drive him mad, but I can't. This guy probably can, but he's useless, so he wouldn't be able to. Is there anything else I can actually have you talk about? Let's see if he can hoodwink anyone out of their treasures. Let's see exactly what that does. So, I have managed to break down a fourth order heart thing into 2 second orders. I am going to study my... don't have any reason. That's dimmed for another couple of seconds. I'm going to study my reason to get some erudition. It will be absolutely hilarious if even the achievements for this game are cryptic. Also, we actually stole some money. Fantastic. Look at all the money, and we got some notoriety. So he went out and hoodwinked some people. So with the money that we've stolen... we have a nice chunk of money now. He's exploring the club. Old unhappy far off things. Moths find the light in the dark, and so do I. I have reason to work. I don't have reason to work, but I have the card reason. So this club has closed for the evening. A dancer presses a red glass cup to my mouth. Its lip was sharp. My mouth is bleeding, but the wine within was a strong wine. Dude, I don't think you should be going to these kind of clubs. So we have our reason, and we have the erudition, which is what we wanted. Now, let's see how this works. Is it this way? This will create heart lore instead of winter. If I have misread all this again, oh dear God. I have, haven't I? Oh, mother of mercy. That would take heart This will create winter lore instead of edge. So I've had the cards all, well, not all along, but for a while. This is where I just disintegrate into utter madness, utter and absolute madness. He's going to use the notoriety against me, and that's exactly what he's doing. I could work my position. I hope it never sounded at any point in time that I understood what I was doing. And in fairness, that's one of the tremendous aspects of this game, is that you do get to a stage where you think you'll have heard how confident I was in the last episode. We just need to do this, this, and this. We need to do this, this, and this. And we're home dry. And it's like, nope. You can't even get the basic achievements right. Okay, so our detective failed. He failed to create a case against us. So that's passion. Work with Glover and Glover. Actually, what I will do very quickly is to demonstrate another aspect. Because this card is still this card is still an annoyance to us. So we could have Porter, send a minion to drive an annoyance insane. So we could actually drive out Mr. Alden. Not Mr. Alden, sorry, but the younger Glover, and take a position on the board. Now, I won't do that. Because I don't think there's a chance to accept. I think this is the only... I think there are chances for acceptance. I might have been led astray. This is interesting. You'll take heart, you're saying. It's a practical experimentation. Interesting. Okay, so it's taking heart. Probably going to injure me. Now, even if this does fail, and here is me making up excuses, this is the only way of actually getting the detective. Well, it's not the only way. There's possibly other ways of doing it, but when you start the game, you can only be an aspirant. So what we might need to do is to finish this game somehow with Michael Collins, the aspirant, and then at the end we will be given the option, which of 3 jobs do we want to do? And what we'll go is we'll be given the option of detective, and we'll be able to use that to go down the detective route, which is how we get the corner office achievement. This probably explains why I don't have the corner office achievement so far. Now, what am I doing? I have no idea. I'm flustered and bamboozled. We've gotten fleeting reminiscences. We've gotten back our work job. We'll go back to work. We need to give devotion. For the crack. We'll go back to Moorlands. Again, like I said. Remember when we had money issues? So like I said, when I'm feeling bad, I just go and I buy tons of books. In real life, in the game. We've got our health back. And we have gotten a higher order winter thing. We dream about the wood. We start dreaming about the wood. And we approach the white door. There is a house in the wood and a door where the dead sometimes go. I have read of the paths the dead take. My health is becoming an issue. I'm going to study my health, but we are now very close. That book, almost certainly, because of its colour, contains winter lore, which I've been looking for the last while. Get some reason. Let's see what our dreams bring us. So the last time that we dreamt of the Way of the Wood, we were cast into the Mansis when we dreamt of the Way of the Wood with passion. This hasn't happened this time. We get our thing returned to us. Approaching the white door. These are the bounds about the house. Or these are the bounds about the house with their myths and their traces. This the rock called the Temple of the Wheel, high as a church, spire patched with black lichen and daubed with eye signs. I round it, and there ahead of me is the white door, aglow like the moon in winter. So that's why we needed winter aspect. So we have the Way of the Wood, or the Way the Wood, and another card, and it is Way the White Door. And let us dream of the white door. We need something that will help us ascend. In my dreams, I know the path to the white door through the bounds. But that path is thronged with the dead who pass that way. I will need health to resist their chill. So it looks like we can provide health, or we can provide this. I'm not too sure what this is going to do. I think we need to provide health to actually get onto the next level, maybe. I'll actually return my health and my vitality. I can't dream of them just yet, but let's see what happens if we provide health. Entering the white door. So this won't let me enter. Oh, this will take me to the stag door, which is actually a different door. Let's go for the white door. Now I can approach the white door through the bounds. Now I can press my fingers to it, feel its chill, watch it swing open. As it opens, my mouth closes, tightens, heals over like a lost deformity. Around and about me is the cobalt light of the Mansis. So this is the last couple of minutes of this playthrough. I'm going to see if we can access the next level of the Mansis. We've been taken to the white door. If we had used our dedication, it would have taken us to the stag door. So we do see how we can progress through the Mansis, or at least through the first lower down tier. There's of course the spider door, the peacock door, and the tricuspid gate, which I think is what was closed off when I played this first of all. I got some glimmering. That's not great. We could have got erudition. Again, we drag our glimmering to there, and we bring it out of our dreams and into the real world. The sun in splendor, the hour, who once ruled the Mansis, was known to walk in the orchard, or the orchid. Orchard. I can read. Before his terrible division. I can't read, obviously, that's why I have so many books piled up in the corner. Sometimes his remnants walk here still. Sometimes I see the chilly radiance of the Minsicate through the trees, or the chillier radiance of the sun in rags. Were they to come upon me, it might be my end. But to see them in the distance is a gift of insight. I am also going blind, so I should probably zoom in a bit. I think it's time to accept. I think it's time to accept position. I let this one run, but we're not being offered any higher of a job. I'm going to collect all. It's our senior position. We apply our devotion. We start, and you know what? We'll settle into a comfortable existence. Now, if I'm wrong, well, no, I won't say if I'm wrong. Two things could happen here. One is we get the achievement that I want. I don't think that's going to happen. The second is that... There's about three things that could happen, actually. Either I am going to get an ending that I've already had, or what was it? I actually can't remember what it is. So I'm either going to get... I suspect this is what will happen. I'm going to get an ending that I've already had. Either it's impossible to get the ending I want with the aspirant, in which case I'm doing A-OK, or else it is possible to get this ending with the aspirant, and I am making a disastrous decision. Regardless, we're going to bring this playthrough to an end. Michael Collins was only ever devoted to gaining a job as an accountant, and we're going to bring his playthrough to an end and give the task of becoming a getting that last achievement that I want. I'm going to give that task to somebody else. My health has been restored. Evening falls. I have my fire, my books, my clock, my window on the world where they do other things. I could have been unhappy. I'm not unhappy. This was a successful life, and when it is over, the sweet earth will fill my mouth, softer than splinters. This might be considered a victory. And it's not a victory, of course, for a number of different reasons. I didn't get the achievement I wanted. So we click begin another descent, and it now gives us options of what we could be. I could be a dancer. So in the last game I was an aspirant. I could be a dancer. I could be a bright young thing, endowed from birth with wealth and talent. A life of ease, comfort, and delight stretches ahead like an amber carpet. And I start with this and that, and I start with health. The dancer starts with, I am young and I am strong, and for a time yet I will be beautiful. And starts with health, passion, and a contract at the Gaiety. This just came up randomly. This is always available after evening falls, or I could be a member of the Royal Irish Constabulary. I am an inspector in the capital's police, charged with the investigation of the most vile and wretched things that one human does to another. That means I'm a member of the Dublin Metropolitan Police. I have an inspector's position, health and reason. So this is our legacy. I've been calling this a class, the aspirant class. It's the aspirant legacy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the detective legacy and start all over again. So, what I'm going to do, when I return to this, it mightn't be for maybe next week or something like that. I'm not too sure when I'll come back to this. Is I'm going to try and use the detective legacy. I have ended the careers of thieves, murderers, blackmailers, arsonists. Some criminals do worse still, and on some mornings my hands have been known to tremble. So what can happen is that I can use this legacy to... basically, I'll come into contact with the occult workings of the underworld, and they will teach me the occultic secrets, and I will end up becoming involved in the occult that way. But what I'm going to do instead is, of course, commit myself to law and order and the defense of right and truth and justice. I think I have to prosecute a crime, and that's how I get the corner office achievement, the last of the easy achievements. So there you go. That brings my quest to be an accountant to an end, and the next time that you join me on Cultist Simulator, I will be trying to be a detective. Thank you for joining me. Sorry you didn't get to see me actually get the achievement that I wanted. But there you go. It was fun. We bought some books together, and we even learned some Greek. We very almost gave in to despair. We drove a man insane, and then we took his job. So it wasn't all bad. And we also saw some aspects of the Mansus. We saw the lower rungs of the Mansus. So there you go. Cultist Simulator, I find to be an absolutely fascinating game. The structure is fascinating, the mechanics are fascinating. I don't know, is this a game I can recommend to people? Because it really does take, I don't want to say like a special mindset to play it, as in like you have to be a special person like me. But it's definitely not a game that's going to appeal to everyone. But if you're interested in innovative and original game mechanics and structures that like technically break the very definition of a game, then I would definitely suggest checking out Cultist Simulator. Check out the comments below for my Twitter, for my Twitch channel, where you can come and join me during the week as I flounder around just like this in a variety of other games. And I have some other links down there to occultic stuff relating to Irish history, if that in any way interests you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will talk to you all later on.